Hello and welcome to another random retro collections video. It's a video that I've been wanting to do for a bit of time now, and something I've kind of been touching on and promising on some of my previous videos, and it's basically a bit of a catch-up. It's to have a look at my expanded Action Force First Wave collection. So normally I would have laid them all out and done a video looking down on them all, but there's actually too many of them to do that. I didn't realise how many of them I had until I just got them all out together and suddenly realised that I can't actually zoom out far enough to get everything in. So what I'm going to do is go through them individually, look at them individually, talk about them, and then at the end I might try and take a picture and then just leave it at the end so you can have a look at the display in full. So straight in, let's start. This is a new addition to the collection, 2 Para. Based on like a British Army commander type figure, very popular in the Action Man range and a very popular figure for the Action Force ranges, one of the first ones. As you can see, it's tri-bubble. You can see it's got the Star Wars feet. It's in absolutely lovely condition, this. I was very lucky recently. I've had a lot of gaps filled, and I've also done a lot of upgrades from items from some recent auctions with the late Barry Butcher. I'm sure some people may have heard of the gentleman, and also maybe you've seen some of the auctions online, and I was lucky enough to pick up 1 or 2. And I have also like traded and bought some off the back of other people, selling them back on eBay and things like that. But let's start with this one. So 2 Para, as you can see, it's I've already mentioned, tri-bubble, Star Wars feet. It's a UK release because it's a collect them all. Lovely card on the back. We spoke about this before. They're just images of prototypes, not the actual figures. Again, I do know of some collectors that have these prototypes, very lucky. And we've also spoke about the medals for the sending off to get the free commander figure. As you can see, this one is 19. And we've also spoke in the past about the Mountain and Arctic figure actually being a reprint of a Star Wars Han Solo figure. A little bit of writing on the top there. But to be honest, not something I'm bothered about. I'm not going to try and erase it or delete it. I don't want to damage the card in any way, but there we go. So that's the first 2 Para. Absolutely brilliant. We then move on to the Arctic Assault. So this figure has been used in quite a lot of different molds for a lot of other figures. It was obviously used for the Arctic Assault, the Naval Assault, and Mountain and Arctic. And I think there was another one, slips my mind at the moment, but we'll probably touch on it later. As you can see, it comes with a silver SA-80. It comes with the white backpack with the white ladders in it, foldable ladders. There are variants of this with different mouthpieces. Some are larger ones that go across the mouth, and some are more rounded. As you can see, it's another UK one, collect them all. Another nice card. So look at the back. Just the same. We know the back's going to be the same on them all. The only difference being really is the number of the medal for the mail away figure. So I'm not really going to bother showing the back anymore. There's no point. Most people know what they are. And again, sorry about my warm hands, just been obviously getting everything ready together. So Arctic Assault. I'm going to put that down there because I have another Arctic Assault. Why do I have 2? Well, if you've seen my videos before, you know I'm an obsessive collector. It is the same UK release. You can see it's a collect them all, but it's the bubble. So this one is a Star Wars bubble. And is the mouthpiece any different? Could say that that's a long one. But we have 2 Arctic Assaults. Is the camo different? Camo's more or less the same. But obviously one's a round tri-bubble, one's a Star Wars feet tri-bubble. I don't know if that's the right name or not. That's what I've heard other people coin it, and I've just run with it. We then have British Marine. Lovely figure. Same mould as the 2 Para, same mould obviously as then what was the Z-Force Captain. Really nice looking figure. Comes with his spade, comes with his normal gun. Obviously you can see this is a Star Wars tri-bubble with the feet. Again, lovely condition. There is a variant of this where it has a badge, a painted badge on his cap. There was one going at auction recently. Somebody I know won that. Best of luck to them for filling the gaps. Got it at a really good price, to be fair. Love to get it for my collection at some point soon, but for now, just happy with the standard UK release of the British Marine. We then have Commander. Again, another figure that's been used in a lot of different releases. You know, it was the Commander, it's been used as a Z4 Sapper. The body's been used on other figures as well, I believe, such as the Sea Skimmer. But what we have here, a UK release. Again, we've got a Star Wars tri-bubble here. It comes with a little silver stem, comes with a radio backpack. Really nice bubble, really clean bubble. Card's a bit wavy, but a lovely one to have. Again, I'm going to put him down. While we're putting him down, we have another Commander here, but if you look close enough, he has different coloured pockets. He has green coloured pockets. Now, I've said before, I'm always upgrading my collection, I'm always buying things, and I did see one of these available in an auction. Again, speaking to someone, I bidded on it, won it, went to replace it as part of my collection, and I actually already had it. The one I had was already a Commander with green pockets, but I never realised. Fortunately, kind of around the same time as well, at the auction that we spoke about earlier, the late Barry Butcher, I managed to pick up a standard Commander. So we've got standard Commander there, Star Wars, bubble. And then we've got another Commander there with green pockets, exactly the same weapon, exactly the same accessories, cards exactly the same, it's just obviously the paint on the figure there. And both collect them all, both UK releases. Then have something very proud to have, Desert Rat, lovely figure. Quite a rare figure to get, and this is in absolutely amazing condition. I did have one previously, again managed to get this at the auction, so upgraded, sold on my other one, traded my other one, got this nice version. Bubble's absolutely perfect. As you can see, it's a clear Star Wars tri-bubble. I can't remember the gun, is it an M60? It might be an M60, I believe. He's got his detonation pack, which is brown, and obviously the lovely Desert Rat figure there. A UK release, lovely shape on the card. Perfect addition to the collection. We then have Frogman. So this is the original Orange Frogman, again based, most of these, everybody knows, most of these are based on the original Action Man figures, and there was an Orange Frogman, I believe I did have an Orange Frogman Action Man outfit when I was a child. I was very lucky when I was younger. My grandparents that I lived with did always treat me at Christmas, and I did always get like some lovely stuff, but maybe that's also added to my obsession of collecting things, but there we go. So yeah, there's Orange Frogman. I'll just point something out there. If you look at the logo, it's just a logo of the oxygen tank, and it says AF around it. There is a variant of this which has a shield around that logo. I've only ever seen a couple available on eBay in the time I've been collecting, and they've gone for silly money. I don't even know if there's one carded available. Obviously, knowing me, if there is one, I would like to have it. But as we can see, we've got the Orange Frogman orange suit. He's got his accessories, his oxygen tank, his flippers, and again we've got a UK release. So again, I'm going to put this one there. Why? Well, it's not because I've got the shield one, I wish. But again, at an auction recently, I managed to pick this one up. And I was looking at them both to decide which one to keep, which one to get rid of, and I noticed he has a black watch. I know it's a very, very minor detail in comparison to that one. So as you can see, his watch is orange, he's got a black watch. But when I was weighing up the pros and the cons of which one to keep, I couldn't make up my mind. Obviously there's a slight difference, so I kept them both. So we've got this one, nowhere near as good as the other one. Bubble's little bit crushed. Card has a bit of damage on it. Again, it's unpunched. Is there another Star Wars feet tri-bubble? But to have one of each, you know, one with an orange watch and one with a black watch, I'm not going to say no, and they're always going to be added to the collection. We then have another great figure. It's a German Stormtrooper. A really, really nice looking figure. He comes with his gun, comes with his little shovel. This is a UK Collect Them All release. There is a variant that has another crest, like a German crest on his helmet. I did see that at auction recently. It was very expensive. I didn't bother bidding on it. It was way too much. It's obviously something I would like to get in the future, but for now, way out of my budget, I'll just keep trying to get other things to plug the collection. But I'm going to put it down before taking it away. Why? Oops. Because I have another. It's not the one with the logo, but it's a foreign release. Ah. Do you know what I've just noticed? All right, that's unusual. Okay, so as you can see, this is a foreign release. Doesn't have the logo, but we've got the figure. It's in English. The name of the figure's in English, not the advertising logo there. He's got his gun, he's got a shovel, and he's got his 2 detonators. And I've just noticed that the other one doesn't. So that means that I'm obviously going to need to buy another UK one with the detonators in it, just to plug that gap. So, and again, recently speaking to a fellow collector about different variations and things. In fact, he's a friend of the channel and someone that I've spoken to quite a lot with my collecting when I've been buying things and trading things, and do seek their advice a lot. Ollie Orkman, big shout out to you. He did say that there's 7 different variants of the first wave figures. Now, I only assumed that there was going to be 3. I assumed there was going to be Star Wars feet, round bubble, and then this foreign one. But by all accounts, there's 7 to get. Do I think I'm going to collect all of them? Bloody hell, I hope not. I mean, like I said, I just realised how many I've got of these alone. Never mind collecting 7 of each, but someone out there probably does. Whoops. That's just the bottom that's fallen off, thank God it's not. I haven't dropped the actual thing. Moving on, we have Ground Assault. This one is quite badly crushed and damaged. It is a UK Collect Them All. He does have the silver SA-80. He's got his grey backpack. It's quite a funny colour behind there. He's got his grey, grey. He's got his grey or silver SA-80. He's got his brown backpack with his ladders. It's got Star Wars feet on it, tri-bubble. It is, I mean, even there's a rip at the top there. It is quite crushed, quite damaged. But it's part of the collection. I'll pop that there. Because obviously, you know that I'm going to come with another one. So we've got another one here, another UK one. Again, the bubble's quite crushed. It's the same UK Collect Them All, as I've mentioned. So why would I have 2 UKs the same, both badly damaged, both bubbles? Well, if I remember, the mouthpiece on this one is the round. I'm not sure if you can see. It's like the round mouthpiece, and also the camo print's quite different. If you look at the mouthpiece on this one, it's more the long mouthpiece that goes across, and again the camo print's slightly different. So there's 2 UK releases there, slightly different camo print, slightly different mouthpieces. It's a shame that they're both not in the best condition, but again, when you're collecting as many as I am and trying to get different variations, beggars can't be choosers. And obviously, as I've mentioned earlier on, and obviously as you've seen, you know, I do upgrade as and when I do get the opportunity. So put them there. Why am I putting them there? Because I have another one. But as you can see, this one is the foreign release there. So cards, not the best. you know, a bit damaged, a bit wavy. Bubble, again, quite damaged, quite broken, quite crushed. But to have three of the same figures, what would I rather have? One perfect one, or one of each that I can get my hands on? I know some people would rather have one perfect one. I'm an obsessive collector and want all the different ones, so I'll just get what I can. I'm going to stop saying that. I said that about 3 times already. So there we have 3 different ground assaults. Next we have another new acquisition. Again, I believe I got this from the Barry Butcher auction. Helicopter pilot. Obviously this figure's been used a lot. It's been used as a mission pilot, the SAS pilot, and the night patrol as well. As you can see, it's got some really neat accessories that are always lost for the loose figures. I have the full Action Force collection loose, but I don't have many of these accessories for this figure, like hen's teeth to get hold of. Anyway, beautiful bubble, beautiful clean bubble, very good condition. Star Wars feet, tri-bubble. He's got his little pistol, he's got his machete, obviously got his life vest, his yellow life vest, and as you can see he's got a little gun on his hip there as well. Yeah, he's totally gunned up, isn't he? He's got a gun on his hip and a gun in his hand. So that's that one. Collect them all, UK release. Now we're going to move on to the mission pilots. Obviously I just mentioned it's the same mould as the helicopter pilot. I'm going to try and go through this quickly. So we have a mission pilot, tri-bubble, Star Wars feet. He has a brown ammo pack, a blue gun, and a white life vest, life jacket. A UK collect them all. Let's pop that there. We then have another UK mission pilot. Oh, sorry, what I haven't mentioned is the long zip. The long zip figure. So as you can see, the yellow zip coming down goes all the way to the crutch. So that's a long zip, brown ammo, blue gun, white vest, mission pilot. We then have a short zip. So as you can see, the zip doesn't go all the way down. So this one's a round tri-bubble. It doesn't have the Star Wars feet. He has a white vest, but this one has a black ammo box, but no gun. It's not in there anywhere. We then have another one. Just move these. We then have another one. So again, a round tri-bubble. Black ammo box, blue gun, white life jacket, UK release. Yes, another one. So we've now got a brown ammo box and a blue gun. You might have thought, why have you got that one? Well, yes, we've got a long zip version and a short zip version with the brown ammo box and the blue gun. This short zip version had a black ammo box. But as you can also see, this one's a round tri-bubble and this one's a Star Wars bubble. It's crushed, it's not in the best condition at all. But again, another slight difference. And then we have another mission pilot. So again, this one is a tri-bubble with Star Wars feet. The bubble's a bit crushed. A brown ammo box, a black gun, but the life vest, I don't know if you can see, it's yellow. So it's actually got the helicopter's life vest in there and it's the wrong way around. Now, I did say before on another video that it might possibly be a reseal and it's just been shoved in. Now you can see some damage there at the bottom of it and you can see a bit of raise in there, but I don't think it is. I did say that on the last video and like since looking at it, I don't think it is a reseal. I just think it is damaged and worn and I think it is just the wrong life jacket in there. As you can see, the yellow one. which would have been on your helicopter pilot. So you might wonder, why have I got 5 mission pilots? Well, I've explained. You already know I'm obsessive. So we've got a long zip with a brown one. We've got a short zip in a round bubble with no gun. We've got a short zip in a round bubble, black ammo box with a gun. We've got a short zip with a brown ammo box with the wrong life jacket. And then we've got another short zip with a brown ammo box and a different coloured gun. Yeah. So I know someone said, and I said earlier, that there's 7 variations. I wouldn't class these as those variants, or I wouldn't have thought they are. If anyone else knows anything different, tell me different. But yeah, all slightly different in their own way. And when you're trying to decide which one to keep, which one's in, I mean, they're in various different conditions as well. You know, if it was just a matter of having the best one in the best condition, it's going to be that one. But then he doesn't have the gun. So that's where the indecision comes in. And before you know it, you got 5 of the same figure. But what we got next? Naval Assault. Lovely figure. So we've already seen this figure with the Arctic Assault earlier on. It comes with a brown ammo box, a brown hook and a silver stem. It's a tri-bubble with Star Wars feet. It's a UK version. Collect them all. Really nice example. I believe I got that from the Barry Butcher collection as well. Really good card. We then have Night Patrol, again another new addition to the collection. Bubble's a bit crushed, but this is really difficult to get, really hard figure to get. Tri-bubble, Star Wars feet, collect them all. He has the same backpack as what the Z-Force Infantryman has. He has the black Uzi that comes with the Z-Force Infantryman, as well as the SAS figure. And again, it's the pilot head, but I believe it's a different body. I believe it's the legs of the Naval Assault and maybe the body of something else. So you can see, again, some people will, you know, be part of certain groups and chatting and whatever, and that's how I've learned a lot of things from these groups I used to be in the past. How when Palatoy were creating all these different figures, they were just mixing and matching body parts really, and doing different paint jobs and creating new figures. And again, I do know a lot of people that do their own customs by mixing and matching with the boil and pop, and are really good with the paint jobs, but unfortunately I don't have the skill or the patience to do that. But yeah, anyway, waffling on again as per usual, but lovely Night Patrol. Not the best bubble, but a great addition to the collection. We're then on to SAS. So we can see this is a tri-bubble. Star Wars feet, bubble's a bit crushed. Great figure. I think this was like one of the first figures I got. I think I got it free with the Action Force comic when it was released. Yeah, anyway, he's got a brown hook, a bit of rope and the Uzi. It's a UK release, collect them all. I'm putting him down, why? Well, we know there's something else coming up. And that is another SAS. Why do I have 2? He's got no rope. It is, again, a Star Wars tri-bubble with the feet. It is a UK, so, you know, technically I would have kept this one and I would have got rid of this one. But with there not being any rope, I kept them both. We then have another one. What we got this time? It's another SAS, but this one, the hook is black. And it's a round tri-bubble. So the other 2, both Star Wars feet, tri-bubble. Star Wars feet, tri-bubble. And we've got a round tri-bubble with a black hook rather than the brown hook. So the black hook normally came with the SAS figure, the SAS squad leader and the Z-Force captain in the 2nd releases, the second waves. But again, for whatever reason, and there's probably people out there with more knowledge than me who will know why, this one in the round tri-bubble rather than the Star Wars feet one came with a black hook. But at least he's got his rope this time. There we go. So that's the SAS. And then on to SAS Frogman. So as you can see, it's the same as the other Frogman figure, except he's in a black SAS outfit. Got re-released obviously for the SAS Force, but he had the SAS logo there. So it's a Frogman figure, comes with his flippers, come with his oxygen tank, collect them all. Nice card, nice condition. Star Wars tri-bubble with the feet. Putting it there. Why? What you got? Another Frogman. Just a standard tri-bubble. No feet on it. Bubble's a bit crushed, not the best condition, but again, once I saw it, I believe I bought this one as an upgrade. But then obviously when I looked and I saw it was a different bubble, yeah, there you go. So I ended up keeping them both. So SAS Frogman, UK release. Star Wars bubble, SAS Frogman, round bubble, UK release. Not the best condition. And then last, but by no means least, we have a big boy. I'm going to have to put him down, a US Paratrooper. So obviously you can see here, it's on the large card. It's in absolutely beautiful condition. Again, this was an upgrade. I did get one at one point. I traded with a fellow collector, John. You know who you are, shout out to John. We did a really good trade. He sorted me out with some stuff, and he also started me on the blooming Robotech collection wormhole. I might do a video about them at some point, but yeah, that wasn't really a wormhole I wanted to go down, but John kindly gifted me a carded figure, and that was the beginning of another obsession. But as part of a trade, I did get a US Paratrooper off John. But then I did see another one that was in better condition. The one John sent me was just slightly damaged. I did get in touch and ask if he wanted it back, if he wanted to trade it back or get it back or anything. He was fine, so obviously I've traded that one on elsewhere for other things. But this one is in absolutely amazing condition. There's no cracks, no damage whatsoever. So happy with it. So there is different versions of this, I believe. I think some of the accessories are either different colours or something like that. I did kind of get the back end of a conversation about that at one point, but full of accessories. I mean, look, you've got the figure, you've got the working parachute there, you've got his parachute harness, you've got like a little gun over there, you've got his machete, you've got a hook. I think it's the hook and things that are a different colour. You've got an ammo box and a detonator box. So that is the end of my collection. As you can tell if you've seen any of my videos in the past, it has expanded significantly since I last did a video, and I'm really proud of it. It took a lot of time, a bit of money, but certainly it is a passion of mine. I really love it, and again, I do want to do some more videos of the other forces because they've significantly increased, and there's some really nice variants and things with different weapons and, you know, misprints and things like that, so I'd like to do that. However, you can see, for those of you that do know Action Force, there are some glaring omissions. So if we look at the back of this, we know that there should be a Mountain and Arctic. Difficult to get one of them. I did see a couple at auction recently. One I went in on, was the second bidder, didn't win it, gutted. Another one, it was just priced too high, so I didn't even bother. So if there's anyone out there that has a spare one or would like to trade, please let me know. You can message me in the comments section, or my eBay page is of the same name as this YouTube page, so you can have a look on there. And the other one, Australian Jungle Fighter. Again, I did see one recently at auction. I did go into a certain value. I believe I was the second highest bidder, but I couldn't go any further. I don't know how much higher they'd gone to. So those really are my main focuses. In fact, actually, there is only 3 figures in the full range that I need. Mountain and Arctic, Australian Jungle Fighter, Anyone have a guess the other one? Any ideas? Yeah, it's going to be glaringly obvious. Z-Force Minesweeper. So I only need those 3 to fully complete the collection. Yes, I can probably then get different variants. There's always going to be variants and things to get different releases. As I said earlier, there's 7 releases of these. And I think, I can't remember, but I think he said there's some like 24 variations of the other figures, which is just madness really if you think about it. 24 of each one. Yeah, even my dog's grumbling. But yeah, thanks very much for joining me. It's a pleasure to share my collection. It's as much to record the collection for my own benefit, but also to share it with anyone else out there that's interested. Any thoughts, any comments, you know, tap me up in the comment section there. Anyone out there that's got these that wants to get in touch, please do. I've got lots to trade. I wouldn't say I've got money to burn, but yeah, I'm an obsessive collector, so if there's a will, there's a way. But again, thank you very much, and speak to you again another time.